Hi, you guys. My name is Summer. I am the owner of My Simply Perfect Events, and I am the creator of The Academy, which is an online school for wedding and event planners. And I have an announcement. So I got a lot of messages from people saying, hey, listen, I want to enroll. I know that you teach the classes one-on-one. I need to be able to work at this at my own pace, okay? The only time that I have free to myself to work on my dream is 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. before I have to get ready for work, before I have to get the kids ready, before I have to cook dinner, before I have to go to the gym, whatever. I need to be able to work on this while I'm traveling for work, when I have a couple minutes to myself. I need the freedom to be able to do this whenever, and now you can, because the Academy is fully online. And I'm gonna walk you guys through it. So here we go. So the course bundle is every single course that's offered in the Academy. So at the end of this bundle, you'll receive your official wedding and event planning certification. Okay, so I record every single thing, every single lesson live. Okay, so it's recorded. I walk you through each part so that you understand what is going on, and it's not just something that you have to stumble through, right? So there are a lot of online academies, a lot of online schools. They just give you the information and you're on your own, okay? And that's not what we do here in the Academy. So again, these are just some of the things that are in it. There are 20 lessons, but anyway, it's kind of fun to poke on through and, just kind of explore. So there are slides that come with everything. So those are notes, and you can add notes yourself. Let me see, let's go through. Also, one of the exciting things for you guys is that right now it's $5.49, but on Tuesday at noon Eastern Standard Time, because you have to put a limit on these things, it's going to $9.99. And so it is available right now, like I said, for $5.49. If you want to make payments, then you can send me a DM, and I'll get you that information. But moving on. So here we go with contracts. Okay, so big question that I've had is, how do I get a solid contract going? And people really need to understand how important it is for us to have a solid contract. Okay, because it's not just bridezillas, right? It's groomzillas and momzillas and dadzillas, right? Like, bottom line, we just have to have something that that protects us, right? So a solid contract is the cornerstone of a successful business. You'll learn how to protect your business with an airtight contract. You'll receive an attorney-drafted sample contract along with pricing assistance for your growing business. And so in this course, I walk you through every single aspect. So I break down every single paragraph. I walk you through it. I explain it to you. I also give you examples from when certain parts of the contract protected myself, right? And also at the end of it, then you get a contract for yourself that you can use for your own business. So we don't always have to reinvent the wheel here, right? So it's a good, solid, beautiful contract. And like I said, I walk you through every single aspect. I explain every single paragraph for you. And then I also show you how to modify it. So if you're not doing a wedding, I show you how to modify it for a birthday party or for a corporate event, okay? The other thing is, people ask all the time about package and pricing information, right? So they're like, how do I price my work? How do I do packages? How do I do this? I talk about that in here too, and I give you guys a sample. Let's see. A lot of people have questions about the timeline, okay? And so a timeline is the guide for the day. If you don't have a well-planned, fully detailed timeline, the day will go awry. The idea is to have the day run seamlessly. In this course, you'll learn how to create the perfect timeline for the perfect day. Now, I've been doing this for over 12 years. And so this is the timeline that I have that works for me, that I love, right? And it makes the day go perfectly. Not only do you get a full video of me explaining every single part of the timeline, and it's called the anatomy of a timeline, you get the slides that go with it so that you have the material there. Then, of course, like I said, you get the sample timeline, and then you get the final walkthrough checklist. Quickly, the final walkthrough, it is a meeting that you have 30 days before the actual event, and that is a heavily logistic meeting, okay? So that's the meeting where you find out about, who's bringing what linens and where the tables are going to be set, and you go over the timeline. It ensures that you're not going to have linens that aren't showing up, right? You're not short linens, and you're not short vendor meals and things like that. Okay. I'm gonna go to something else. I really, really love this, you guys. I've been working on it a long time. So, okay, let's talk about Etc. I love this course. Okay, I love every one of them, so you're gonna keep hearing me say that. But what I love about it so much is, okay, so you don't know what you don't know. There's so many little details and so many little tips and tricks that maybe they don't necessarily fit into one section. From the bar package guide to the final walkthrough checklist, this course is chock full of insider information that will take you from an amateur to an expert. You'll see that I said the bar package guide. What's the bar package guide? Well, I did talk about this a lot in the live Q&A that we had recently. So right here we have like bar package information. Again, this is something that's very important. You need to understand bar package information so that you can explain it to your clients. And then that you're advising them the way that you should be. You're advising them the way that an expert would, right? So if you don't understand a bar package, and you're trying to explain a bar package, like how is that going to work, But this course right here, How to Build a Wedding, and I call it that because, weddings, we build them, right? That's really what we do. We build weddings. So in How to Build a Wedding, this is just one of the courses. And again, I broke things up for those of you who say, you know what, I don't think I need the full academy, right? I don't need to be certified. Who cares about being certified? I care about being certified, but that's another story. But for those of you who say, I need some help on the structuring of planning a wedding, right? So the very beginning, so I've booked the client. Okay, great, I booked the client. I don't know what to do next, right? So this course is for you. This is one of the things that we talk about. Again, every single course comes with me teaching it. It's a video. I walk you through every single part of this, and I explain how it worked in my business. And also all of these things come from my experience of being a wedding and event planner for over 12 years. Okay. So when I first start, this is just an example, you have to establish a budget, right? So sometimes people will say, oh, it's, unlimited. Well, they might be saying unlimited. And this is another side note, is that you have to understand how to read people too, right? So when people say unlimited, their budget might be $40,000. Well, in their mind, they're thinking, oh, we can get everything done with that. That's a ton of money. Yes, it's a lot of money, but it's not necessarily a ton of money for a wedding, okay? So you have to learn how to read people. You have to learn how to understand their language. Okay. So again, when somebody says, oh, it's unlimited. Okay. That's fine. But you want to make sure that you have a meeting point, right? So if they say it's unlimited and you say, okay, it's unlimited, let's go ahead and say 75,000 then. Okay. And then they say, okay, great. At least we have a starting point. It's an anchor for us. And then if more money comes, or if we need more money, then we can keep adding on. But you don't want to start a wedding without a budget, okay? So I always ask, is this your final budget, or is there room? And a big part of our job is managing expectations, right? So if somebody says, oh, it's $30,000, but in their mind, they're wanting a $45,000 wedding, but they're trying to save that extra $15,000, this is where we have trouble, right? This is where we have problems, because that's a huge leap. And then also, it's not my job to spend your money, right? So that's another thing that people need to understand. Hopefully when they book you, they're trusting you. And so they trust that they can tell you that the budget's $45,000, but we would love to keep it around 35 possibly. You see what I'm saying? So much of this is about communication. Anyway, I can go on and on about this, but I won't. I really can. But this is just me walking you through different parts of the Planners Academy. Like I said, I love this school so much. Vendors and vendor relationships and how to build them and how important it is to build them. And talk about branding. We talk about importance of experience, how to book your clients, how to book your bride and groom, how to get published, online presence. And then we also have one-on-one mentoring sessions with me. So like I said, I love this school so much, and it is so exciting to be able to bring it to you guys. And the link is going to be in my profile. And whatever questions you have, like I said, go ahead and
slide into my DMs and let's talk.